And good evening, committee.
Good evening.
Most of us are acquainted, but for those of us who are not, Phil Stowers, Justice of the Peace, for Lucky District, number 13, encompasses the majority of the northwest unincorporated parts of the county. And so when Lori asked me to pinch hit Rebecca this evening, she asked me to speak on the subject of what is the Justice of the Peace. So the duties of the Justice of the Peace in Arkansas is to marry people. Okay, I'm done. Sadly, though, that is the misconception that many in the public have, particularly those who have moved here from different states where they call their county legislative body, board of county commissioners, etc. So I want to begin with kind of the legal textbook definition of what a justice of the peace is and what a justice of the peace does. So justice of the peace is an elected official in county government elected to represent evenly divided subdivisions of the county based on population. The Constitution of the state of Arkansas provides for the election of the justices of the peace for a 2-year term of office with the requirements that he or she be a qualified electorate and resident. The legislative body of county government is called Quorum Court, made up of the elected justices of the peace in the county. Quorum Court is required by state law to meet at least monthly to conduct county business, consider ordinances, and resolutions for passage. As provided by Amendment 55 of the Constitution, the county government, acting through its Quorum Court, may exercise local legislative authority not expressly prohibited by the Arkansas Constitution or by state law for the affairs of the county. The Quorum Court may exercise the following powers: appropriate public funds for the expenses of the county in a manner prescribed by ordinances, preserve the peace and order and secure the freedom from dangerous and noxious activities, provided, however, no act may be declared a felony. Fix the number and compensation of county employees, exercise other powers not inconsistent with federal or state law. Justices of the peace are entitled to a per diem compensation. There's not a salary. It is a per diem for attendance of official, regular, special, or committee meetings of quorum, so long as that compensation does not exceed the annualized amount fixed by our state legislative friends here in the back. So that is the textbook answer to what a justice of the peace is, what a JP does. Now, I'm going to give you the real world answer. For a justice like myself, who represents a large area of unincorporated Pulaski County, your JP becomes your de facto city councilman, if you would. Anybody here live out in the county? So several. And being a representative district that is primarily unincorporated, a lot of what I do is constituency service. I field calls and complaints and emails on a frequent basis related to everything from vicious and abandoned dogs, sanitation service disruption. My trash didn't get picked up this week. Speeding, particularly requests for speed humps. Now, if any of y'all have been involved in a neighborhood speed hump debacle, you know that can get very controversial. In fact, we put speed humps down on a road, and the guy that lived on another road would use that road to get where he was going. In the middle of the night, he'd get up and tear up our speed humps. Well, it cost the county about $2,000 every time we put one of those down, because we put down the prefab type. So you get a lot of requests for speed humps. Road issues such as stop signs getting down, potholes that need repaired, nuisance neighbors, believe it or not. There in the country, you can have nuisance neighbors. I've always said the best thing about living in the county is that you can do pretty much what you want to with your property. The worst thing is soaking your neighbor. So nuisance neighbors that have unsightly, unsanitary, or neglected properties, as well as abandoned, burned out structures, constituents who suspect that there are drug premises on properties related to them or close to them, and drainage issues, or just to name a few of the things that I get calls about on a consistent basis. And those issues necessitate research, working with staff to find solutions, and regular, consistent follow-up with the constituent regarding the status of the county's investigation into their complaint, and ultimately what the county will do to help mitigate the situation. As a Justice of the Peace, I also sit on the previously mentioned county's legislative body, which is the Quorum Court. The Quorum Court's primary responsibility is the appropriation of funds in order to carry out the necessary functions of county government as prescribed by the Arkansas Constitution and state statute. I'm almost done. A very important